So Naomi and Ruth experienced all of these stages of life, these phases of life. Now, I want us to look at their transitions. We'll take time to look at their transitions and how they responded, because it is not really what life throws to us. Yeah, it is about, how do I phrase it now? Okay, it is much more than what life throws to us. Our responses is what matters. Our response to what life throws at us is what matters. Our response to that difficult challenge that you're going through that phase of emptiness that you're going through, is what really matters. Life will always happen, but what is our response in that particular situation as children of God? So we'll look at their transition, their challenges, and then how they responded to it. We'll be considering Naomi first. So Naomi moved from a season of fullness to a season of emptiness. And then to a season of restoration again. A season of fullness. She was married. She had 2 sons. And then all of a sudden she moved to a season where she had no husband and no children, except for the daughter-in-law that went with her. And then again she moved to a season of restoration where God had to give her another child through her daughter-in-law. That will be considered later on in the teaching. Let me not go ahead of myself. So one of the transition season of Naomi was she left Bethlehem during famine. It was a season of relocation. And I want to believe that it was not easy, because she had everything, apart from the fact that there was hunger, but she had everything figured out. Imagine that you have to move from where you are. You have a house, you have a business, you have a job, you have everything going on well, but you have to move because a situation has warrants that you move from this place to another place. It will not be easy. Just imagine that you're moving from a house to another house. You are renting a different place and you have to pack your things from this place to that place. It is always not a very easy, phase of life. So that was one of the phases of Naomi. She had to move from Bethlehem to Moab because there was no food in the land of Bethlehem. So she had to move with her family to where there was food. I took time for us to read that 22 verses so that we would not have to go back again. Then another transition season and transition phase of Naomi was the loss of her husband and her 2 sons. The loss of her husband and her 2 sons. That is in chapter 1, verse 3 to 5. We saw that she was okay, except for the fact that there was no food. She got to the land of Moab, and then the Bible did not disclose everything that happened, but we learned that the man died. And after the man died, her 2 sons died. And I want to believe that it was a very difficult